Factors, presented by theraceguide.com.au. Stu Rich and Mike Wood here to take you through the big card at Royal Randwick this weekend. Plenty of tips coming your way. We've got plenty of best bets. We've got value bets in there as well. The $100 hot seat as well later in the show. And welcoming our chief analyst, Mike Wood. Mate, it's good to be back. I just had a nice weekend on Japan ski slopes. And tell you what, mate, can't imagine a better weekend to be back than Winx Week.
Yeah, great to have you back, mate. Big weekend of racing coming up. Mark Olmos did a great job the last couple of weeks. Thanks to him. Mark. We had a couple of winners last week, so we're in form as well. Yep. But how were those 2 weeks in Japan? Tell me you made it to one of those racetracks, Stu.
I didn't make it to a racetrack. It's actually a lifelong dream to hit the gates like they do on Japan Cup Day and just absolutely bolt in the gates. But it wasn't that season. I was there for the snow. But I'll tell you what, mate, I did walk past the door down it's an alleyway with a lot of bars, and it had a photo. I think it's got to be Deep Impact on it. Went inside. It was a great bar. So, mate, that's my horse experience. No talk about Winx over there.
Mate, that's absolutely what you do. Go to one of those bars with a horse on the front. Shame there's no punting inside, I'm afraid. No tabs.
No, I didn't see a tab.
No tabs, but there's great racing coming up this weekend. Really good carnival racing coming up. Is that time of the year that you can pick a horse with the right form, the right factors, and they still come fourth, Stu.
True, and mate, it's only going to get harder from here on in. Massive carnival ahead, as you say. And Mike, look, we're here. We've got to dissect 5 key races this weekend, and a lot of sun around this weekend, but it's obviously Winx Day at Randwick.
Yeah, great horses. Let's look at the conditions at Randwick and see what we're dealing with. Winx is coming back. We're not going to look at that Winx race. We'll look at the races we are looking at. But the conditions are going to be great. Plus 3 metres. The last meeting was pretty fair, a little bit on pace, but they'll put some water on the track for this weekend. Good 3 conditions and a fair bias we're hoping for.
Now, Mike, when Winx is involved, it's always an interesting one to analyse. She's going to come out on top, but we've got 5 races to pick here, so we're not going to pick one with Winx, are we? Save the punters some time.
We talked about it all week, didn't we? We saw that race. We were trying to get an angle. We usually like trying to get the place bets, but they're so short, so we are not analysing the Winx race. We're doing races 3 and 4. We're doing races 8 and 9.
Yep.
We're doing race 5 as well. It's a pretty good group race, that one.
All right, well, look, these are the 5 races we've just listed there, so let's get straight into it. And the first one, well, look, we're looking at the staying race, Mike. It's the Huron Report Cup over the 2,400 metres, a benchmark 78. And we'll look really interested to see how the favourite here, Gayatri, is going to go. Huey looking for the hat-trick on this Piero mare. Zippity Doodah right there, $8, Mike. He got his first city win since being in Australia last start. We've got Equipped looking to turn the tables there on the favourite. And, well, our Gravano winning in the Storm last Friday night at Canterbury. So see if that form can hold up. But they've all got to chase this impressive stay. Gayatri on the way up, Mike.
Yeah, Zippity Doodah, our Gravano, Robbie Dolan, last race at Canterbury 2 weeks in a row. What about that for some get-out stakes? We've only got one replay for this race, because it's all about Gayatri, isn't it? She's won her last couple. She's a progressive staying type. The big thing is, Hugh Bowman said after he got off this horse this day, didn't he? There's been steady, if not slow, tempos in the last 2 races. So the sectionals are pretty quick, even though it's a wet track coming home. And it's just that last 15 metres she slides home. She's a classy horse, isn't she, Stu?
She is. And this is what the punters have got to have a look at here, Mike. It's favourite. It's quite short. Did they like that replay? Did you like that replay? That's what we're going to find out as we delve into all the analysis for the form and the key factors. So let's light them up.
Yeah, it was just a benchmark 70 win, and a lot of these horses have won benchmark 70s, but she did it in a little bit of style, so we'll give her the gold bar. Light her up.
A little bit of style. Gives a gold bar there for form. As we hit the key factors, Mike, who's got all the progression here for the stayers?
Yeah, that style gives her class, gives her progression. Light her up. She's the one on the improve. She's only had a few starts.
OK, so it's Gayatri running her own race out in front here. What about distance at stage of preparation?
She's an out-and-out stayer. She smashes the line. She's looking for 2,400 metres. This factor includes tempo. We reckon Bowman will take this race by the scruff of the neck, go forward, and set an honest clip on Saturday.
A little bit of value down there for Reneged. Now, Mike, pretty hot conditions this week, so we're back to a good track.
Yeah, big Randwick track, only good for the favourite as well. Letter to Juliet, she should like a dry track better than last start.
OK, so hang on. Gayatri's going further in front here, Mike. Position in run 2,400.
Yeah, couple with the inside Equipped, gets the box seat. Art Attack had a great position in run 2 starts ago and won, so maybe he can do it again, but no, not too many knocks on the favourite. It is 2,400 metres after all.
OK, so we've got a stayer in very good form. We've got a stayer with a fair bit of upside, as you say. So let's bring in all the ratings now and the odds, because $1.95, the punters they've got to make that decision. It's the first race we're looking at, Mike, but look, that's a fair few lengths clear. Equipped there. Reneg did have a couple of gold bars there. Shoots right up here at $23.
Yeah, third at listed level. Last preparation is a stay. Hit the line OK. Last start, a wet track would have been a little bit better. Could have troubled the favourite maybe in a wet track. But 3 lengths to Gayatri. She's the one for us. She's got upside. She's got progression. She'll be backed on Saturday. She's the best bet, and maybe a few bucks on Reneg just in case. All
right, so it's Gayatri, the favourite there for the first look races that we're looking at this weekend. The second one we're looking at is race 4. It's the Lunar New Year Handicap over the 1,300 metres. It's a benchmark 88, and I'm very excited to see Diplomatico back in Sydney, Mike. An interesting horse here. $2.70 the Schnitzel Colt, $1.7 million yearling. Lots of high-profile owners in Hong Kong will be willing this horse home. Don't Give a Damn, $3.40. We know how well this horse goes fresh. Perrette, third up now, pretty fit, $6.50. And You Make Me Smile, well, coming off 2 really good wins at Canterbury. Diplomatico, Mike, could be anything.
Could be anything, but it is a 3-year-old. The 3-year-old form's just okay this year. This form out of this race is sort of questionable. I mean, Resin ran the same day as this day, this Diplomatico win, and ran a second faster, which is a big question mark on this form, but it's just the way he won. He was flushed out 4, 5 wide, no cover. He had horses on his inside, horses on his outside. And once again, the last 7,500 metres is where you see their class. He sticks his neck out and watch this finish, Stu.
Yeah, and this is one of those questions the trainer, the owners are obviously trying to get answered. Sprinter or miler?
Yeah, don't know. He's entered for the Derby. He's entered for the 1,200 metre races over the championships as well. We'll find out first up on Saturday. OK, let's have a look at Don't Give a Damn now. One of the other favourites in the race. And, well, this is just a massive win this day, Mike. This horse is unbeaten fresh. And, well, you can't say too much more. This is just a great win. Yeah, some punters look at those markets on Wednesday afternoon and look at the early odds and they try and smash them early. There are a few that found this bloke. 3 starts, 3 wins first up. He's dynamite fresh. His best wins maybe at Rosehill Gardens. He comes to Randwick on Saturday, has to go up the rise. He beats Trekking. He won a listed race 2 starts after, so the form's enormous. He's a great horse. He's a big threat, but he's got a big weight as well.
I like that last sort of 75 metres in that as well, just careering away as he hit the post. Look, let's have a look now at all the form and the key factors, Mike. Time for a bet in the Lunar New Year handicap.
Yeah, you can't say the 3-year-old form's the best form. Don't Give a Damn, You Make Me Smile and King Lear all flying.
OK, so we've got 3 in gold there for form. As we hit the key factors, Mike, progression.
It's guesswork, isn't it? The Hawks stable, they can progress their horses. The trial was quiet. We don't know what he's going to do, but we think Diplomatico's got big upside because he smashes the line. Don't Give a Damn as well. He's good fresh, and Perrette, he can improve third up.
All right, plenty of analysis here to take it away from guesswork, Mike. Distance at stage of prep.
Yeah, the next 2 big factors for the favourite. Diplomatico, 1,300 metres first up. He smashes the line. We think you'll love it.
All right, now what about track conditions? Who likes this dry track?
Yeah, well, maybe dry, maybe a little bit of water before the weekend, maybe a good 4-ish. But Diplomatico won at Randwick. We just saw that. He loves the tough track. He'll be lifting late. OK, questions on Diplomatico, but not from us by the looks of it. Position in run, a few down the bottom here at odds. Speed mappers, special missile, blinkers on, draws well. Tessera and Wayanka. Don't Give a Damn draws barrier 1, but he's a big guy. Not sure he'll love it. He might want to lead. OK, well, look, this favourite was absolutely thrown in the deep end, wasn't it? Last preparation, headed to the Coolmore. Look, it's back in Sydney now for this preparation. Let's bring up all the odds and the ratings to have a look here if the punters want to get involved at this $2.70 price. Mike, look, few lengths clear here, but Don't Give a Damn. We know how solid this horse is, but look, you're saying there's enough scope here for these 2 to be wonder back. Yeah, it's the right word, scope. We're kind of guessing, and based on progression, based on scope, you don't know exactly what he's going to do. But just the way he hits the line, he's got that big upside on weights and numbers. He won't win this race on Saturday. But with that upside, with that progression, maybe watch the yard just in case. But he's the best bet for us, Diplomatico. All
right, I'll be in the camp there as well. $2.70. There's a look at 2 races. We've got 3 more to come after the break on key factors. We'll see you then. Back to key factors presented by the raceguide.com.au. The third race we're going to have a look at is race 5. It is the Southern Cross Stakes over the 1,200 metres at Group 3 level. And, well, the X Factor in Brutal is back on the racetrack, Mike. $1.80. Another Hawks really impressive 3-year-old here. Dothraki, $7.50 on the second line of betting there with Elise form. We've got Dreamforce fresh, all the form from hitting Melbourne last preparation. And, well, Kaepernick, can't forget this horse, Mike, back from the Gold Coast. But look, Brutal, really, really excited to see him back at the track in Sydney.
He is brutal. Matty Hill says it so well in Melbourne. Brutal. And he's got a brutal racing style. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago before he got scratched. On pace, gives a big kick, so hard to bet. He wins this, third of his 3 wins. But what is the form like behind him? Good and fast in the pink and blue. He came out and came 8th to Hawkshot. Declaration of Heart came 2nd in a benchmark 70. He came 4th in this race. Tavasan, he's got form around him as well. He came 6th last to Nature Strip. The form looks good on paper, but the last couple of weeks, maybe it's just a tiny bit weak, Stu.
Yeah, he just lifted really late there. You've gone through all those other runners. That form might just stack up Saturday, Mike. Let's have a look at Lanciato now. We're going back to it's a Group 2 Missile Stakes here, and look at the horses around him this day. Piarata, Kementari, what a race. And the biggest question here, Mike, Mike, where would Brutal have finished against these?
That is a massive question based on the weights, based on the ratings as well. Would Brutal have come first, second, third, fourth? There's only a couple of lengths between Lanciato and Pierato, who's a fantastic sprinter who's got Everest type of form. Yep. The thing about Lanciato, he's always smashes the line. He's a great horse to back because you know he's going to fly home. His last 100 metres is always huge.
And always good fresh too. Let's have a look now at all the form and the key factors, Mike, looking for the gold bars in the Southern Cross Stakes.
Once again, 3-year-old form, Brutal. We can't put him on top, but he will have upside soon. Pretty similar form across the rest.
OK, now where does this upside start? Straight with progression for Brutal, yeah?
Once again, we're guessing big upside. We're giving him a couple of lengths, but we don't know. In good time, she's got a bit of upside as well. Her recent trial was pretty good, Stu.
OK, so the favourite levels up there as we hit distance at stage of preparation.
Yeah, a few of these big races, not too much difference. They all like 1,200 metres.
OK, moving right along, Mike. Track conditions this weekend.
Yeah, once again, not too much difference. Some of these horses should like it. Kaepernick's won there before.
OK, so look, it's Brutal still out in front with Noir and Lanciato. What about position in run, Mike? I thought a little bit of value here for the... We need some for this favourite.
Yeah, if you want something for the favourite, I guess we're not sure about form, we're not sure about class. He's definitely got upside, but he's got a nice barrier just to ease across on a potential steady tempo. Dothraki gets the box seat, so maybe that's one tick for the favourite, a short price. OK, so $1.75 backers, I think they would have liked to have seen a few more gold bars in there, Mike. That's where the way all the analysis is done, and they have now got to make the decision. So $1.80 there, Dothraki, $7.50. Look at a whole bunch just lining up in behind it. This Brutal, Mike, hasn't jumped ahead here at all. No, we don't know. I mean, you could take him like Diplomatico if you think he's got more upside, but it's a harder race than Diplomatico. It's a much harder race. He's way out of his grade, and it's such a close finish, we think. Lanciato flying home, massive odds. We think he'll firm on Saturday, but it's a close race. All
right, well, it's Lanciato there. Good bit of value for us. Now, the next race we're looking at, Mike, it is race 8. It is the Triscay Stakes over the 1,200 metres at Group 3 level. You say Triscay Stakes, you think of the mares. These are all 4- and 5-year-olds, Mike. You've got your work cut out for you here, so let's have a look at the market. Invincible Gem, we've got to go through this form just to see it's been racing Group 1s and Group 2s. Its last 5 starts. Sweet Scandal, 2 really good wins this preparation at $5. Manicure right there at $5.50 as well, freshened since its Magic Millions run. I'm excited. Who could forget this preparation down in Melbourne last time in with that big win? Alacio's right there, $9 for fighting on behind Champagne Cuddles last week. Bella Martini, fresh off some of those big mares races in Melbourne as well, Mike. So this is a really stacked betting race, and I'm keen to get involved.
Yeah, mares race is so close. Great betting races. Each way chances across the board. Looking for mares with upside. Manicure has come back enormous this preparation, hasn't she? First up in Doomben, she sat on pace, she kicked away. She went to the $1 million Magic Millions Fillies and Mares race, she sat on pace again. She tried to kick away, she was just grabbed by a good one, but it was still a good run, Stu.
Yeah, that good one you say is Invincibella, and she is absolutely top class, proving that the last few preparations. And look, they're pretty much fighting this finish out, Mike. This is a really good replay.
Yeah, a bit of a gap to third. Magic Alibi's got some form around the rest in the field, so the form stacks up. A really good run. She's run this race despite the wide barrier.
OK, let's have a look at the Melbourne visitor now. It is Bella Martini, and this is in the Regal Roller. We probably haven't seen all the interference here, Mike. It's just going to get squeezed now, and it's just going to come home late. Yep. But hang on, these horses around it. Osborne Bulls, hang on.
Yeah, really good horses. A really quiet ride. The last 75 metres, she smashes the line. You see that? It's a really good run. It runs after this. She was 3 wide, no cover in 3 starts in a row, I think, including a Group 1. She's a great mare. She's over the odds, I think. OK, good replay to have a look at. Let's have a look now for all the gold bars, Mike. Form and the key factors. Let's light them up. Mares, what do you expect? Light them almost all of them up.
Yeah, may as well give them all one. What about progression, Mike?
Yeah, 4-year-olds on the rise. That's what we're looking for. They're all 4- and 5-year-olds, aren't they? Not too many older mares in this race, but Manicure, I'm excited. Bella Martini, Resin, and maybe Frolic have upside. OK, look, plenty of gold across this page, Mike. We've got to steer the punters into a winner here. What about distance at stage of prep? Yeah, Frolic, 1,000 metres to 1,200 metres, definitely a plus, but most are OK. OK, not doing too much for us there, Mike. Track conditions? Yeah, not too much either. Most like Randwick, I think. Ah, typical mares race, isn't it? What about position and run, Mike? There's a couple of fit horses here. Yeah, just when you want to sack those fit horses, thinking they're out of their grade, up in group grade, Sweet Scandal and Lacio, where they've drawn so well, they'll be right on their hammer. So hard to beat as well. You're saying this could pretty much be a bloodbath, Mike, by the look of that. Nothing really standing out. I mean, we've got these mares, they're consistent, they've all got form on the board. Do we look for value here? I mean, it is $5 a field. Manicure on top, $5.50 there. I'm excited right behind. Bella Martini, great replay as you've shown. Look, and there's only a length to all those other horses in behind, including Science Fury at $31. How do we play this one? Yeah, you just got to go with your gut, don't you? The numbers won't tell you. What's the improving horse? What's the one on the way up? Yep. Bella Martini, the trial was nice. Abdullah's on board. Hopefully they don't scratch her because the Hawk stable sometimes scratch when they're drawn wide. And Siren's Fury could boom home from the back at big odds.
All right, Bella Martini and Siren's Fury, some really good value there in that race. And the last one we're having a look at, Mike, it is race 9. It is the Chinese Festival of Racing Handicap over the mile. It's a benchmark 88. And, well, what happened there to Girl Tuesday last start? We're going to have to find out Saturday to see if she's bounced back. But it is Penske on top in the betting, Mike. $4.60 here, coming off a great Carrington win. Girl Tuesday, $4.80. Has had some good specking as well, but not the $2.15 of last start. Matten looks to have come back well as well, $4.80. Smart Edge coming through the same race as Girl Tuesday at $9. And then the Avenger getting fitter third up this preparation. But Penske and Girl Tuesday and Matten, they're all sharing favouritism here.
Yeah, pretty close race, isn't it? Penske was backed on Wednesday. I think I almost clicked on 650, but I missed it by a few seconds.
Not like
lucky
you,
if you're at home and you got that. I was a bit slow this Wednesday. Penske, this is the listed Carrington Stakes. So when you first pick up your form guide, you look at the form reference and you think just too good. But I'm just not sure. Tom Melbourne flogs them, and Tom Melbourne doesn't flog too many horses. Flo probably beats him by a couple of lengths as well. And Tangled got beaten last week. He probably ran flat though. Yep. What do you think of this win, this run, Stu?
I thought he was just tapering off at the end. I'm keen to get your thoughts as well, but you've just said it. That's Tommy Melbourne, the class horse.
Yeah, not sure. The ratings are just fair. The last 50 metres are just fair. We'll find out on Saturday. Undecided.
Look, we backed Girl Tuesday last start. A lot of Australia backed Girls Tuesday last start. We're not going to see a good run from that horse here, but we are going to see an interesting run from Smart Edge, who pretty much had every single chance along the rail, Mike.
Yeah, we backed both of them, didn't we? Smart Edge each way and Girl Tuesday straight out to win. Smart Edge we liked on a soft track. He had some good form references on a soft track. And like you say, Stu had absolutely every possible on the rails, getting a split 3 wide and only just get second. Girl Tuesday, what do you do? It's an absolute flat run. The sectionals don't help you. It's weak to the line, but Unforgotten, remember that 3-year-old, 4-year-old mare, she did this for Waller before, so they can bounce back second up.
I was willing Girl Tuesday home from a chairlift in Japan, and it wasn't a very exciting run the next one.
Mate, you are a desperate punter. That's amazing.
Let's have a look now at all the form and the key factors for race number 9 as we light up Penske and All Too Soon there, Mike.
Yeah, so hard though, not much between them like you can see. And Girl Tuesday, what do you do? It was such a weak run.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Let's have a look at key factors. They might be able to tell us. Progression.
Yeah, progression. If you think at home, if you work for the stable and you know she's flying, maybe she's got more of a kick than that, but we've given her a couple of lengths.
Well, she's got a gold bar. Distance at stage of prep.
Yeah, looking for horses that like the mile. Penske, Matten, Girl Tuesday should like it. All Too Soon loves the mile fresh too. Brazen and Hersley, he can race well fresh.
Wow, plenty of gold there, Mike. What about track conditions?
Not too much different. A lot of these horses should be okay at Randwick.
Okay, and position in run. We need a nice one to end the day here to get a good run.
Yeah, the favourites got great barriers. Penske on pace, Girl Tuesday just in behind. They're drawn the inside. Big ticks for them.
All right, so look, Penske third up. It's got the Carrington form, Mike. Girl Tuesday, so many questions need to be answered in this race. Let's get back up the ratings and all the odds because the punters want to go home and win it in race number 9. Penske's on top there in our ratings, Mike, $4.60. All Too Soon, right in behind, $12. And, I mean, where is she, Girl Tuesday? She's a couple of lengths there, but you did give her a few gold bars for progression.
Yeah, don't know what to do with her. I'm definitely watching the market for Girl Tuesday. It's coming a little bit, but it might go out late if she's flat again, third up or second up. Not sure about Penske, but we're making him our best bet.
Okay,
the one that I want to back, it's Cisco Bay all over again.
Robbie
Dolan in the last. Jake's Hill's got listed level form, which weighs up okay in Australia. He's been unlucky his last 2 starts first up. We haven't talked about him much, but he's a big roughie with a chance. All
right, Penske there for us in race number 9. There's a look at 5 races, but stick around after the break. We've got plenty more coming your way, including the $100 hot seat. Welcome back to Key Factors, presented by theraceguide.com.au. We've had a look at 5 key races this weekend at Royal Randwick, but of course there's plenty more on the card, including the great mare Winx. She's going around. Mike, I'm not going to even have to ask you. Are we going to tip her in the rest of the tips?
Drum roll, please. Happy clappers, the tip. No, let's have a look at the slide and see what we're doing. Race 1, the 2-year-old's Rotator at 380 was so good first up, wasn't she, Tenley?
Yeah.
The trial was a bit dour, but up to 1,100 metres first up, she should like it. Nothing like Harry and Poitman. A bit of a stat for you here, Stu. They both lost to the same horse 10 months apart, or both beat the same horse 10 months apart to win their maiden. Tycoon Dreaming.
Your stats.
So there can't be 2 different form references, can't they? Winx at $1.09 will take that. And Miss Fabulous, she's too classy, first up at 270.
All right, yep, looking forward to see her back on track as well, Mike. There's a fair few favourites in there, I've got to admit. What about the $100 hot seat? I don't want to see some favourites in there. Let's get some value.
This is the big one. We're flying now. We're up and running for 2019. Gayatri, she's a moral, $30 at $1.95.
Yeah, that's confidence.
$5 at Reneged. Can't be a moral candidate if we bring $5 at Reneged as well, $23 just in case. $30 on Diplomatico at $270. We like Lanciato at value.
Great,
we like Bella Martini at value. And once again, Robbie Dolan has done so well for us. Jake Seal first up. I couldn't believe it when I saw it in the form guide. We think it's a legitimate chance at $31. Again.
He has got some very early Christmas presents coming his way, and it's only February. Robbie Dolan in the last. Look, that's the $100 hot seat, Mike. What about the charity all-up? We need one of these. I mean, all-ups are pretty hard to get, but we are going to get one of these.
I only need a couple to get some big charity returns. This time, Gayatri, the moral, Diplomatico, the other moral, and Jake Seal, the place moral. $10, $37. We'll more than double our total. We've got all year to get a big total for charity.
All right, those three have featured very well among our best bets and value bets, and of course all the other bets on offer this weekend. That's all from us here at Key Factors, but get out to Royal Randwick because I tell you what, the greatest horse in the world, Winx, she is running. You don't want to miss it, and you've got to get there on Saturday to see her.
Cheers, enjoy Saturday.